This match, not just Madrid's season, but the future of coach. B 72. Thousand fans fit into this remodeled estadio. Well, the Spanish national anthem, an anthem with no words, by the way. Enjoyed more by half of the ground than others, I think it's fair to say. There in the middle, King Felipe the... Hey, he was at the Pope's funeral in governor Mr. Juanma Moreno. We'll have to talk a little bit about the referee, Ricardo de Burgos Bengoechea. As the match progresses, it was a massive amount of controversy surrounding him yesterday. Not really his fault either, I think it's fair to say. Meanwhile, both teams posing for those pre-match, looking maybe a little bit less pressured than Madrid. It's the Barca lineup. It's Szczesny in goal, Koundé, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez and Gerard Martin. Martin in for the injured. Alejandro Balde, Frenkie de Jong, Dani Olmo and Pedri in midfield. And pardon me, up front, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres and Rafinha. No Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski is out with a hamstring injury. Our referee, as we say, from Bilbao, Mr. Ricardo de Burgos Bengoechea. Man who's definitely going to be under a lot of pressure in this match. Mainly due to videos put out by Real Madrid TV. And on the VAR, Pablo González Fuerte is about to retire at the end of the season. He also had a few words to say in the referee's press conference about the videos that have been published about him and Bengoechea. For Madrid, Courtois in goal, Lucas Vázquez, Asensio, Rudiger, and back fit again, Ferland Mendy. Fede Valverde, Jude Bellingham, Aurelien Tchouameni, and Dani Ceballos in midfield. And up front, Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior. Mbappe on the bench, not fully recovered, it seems, from the ankle injury he picked up against Arsenal. So just looking out there, just look as in the Madrid area, there are quite a few seats that haven't been sold. It's incredible, really, when you think last season 80,000 people travelled from Bilbao. About 60,000, 50,000 of them were out tickets. We're all ready to go. It's going to be Barca kicking right to left across your screens to get the ball moving. Two sides have met twice this season. Barca winning 4-0 in the Bernabeu in the league and 5-2 in the Super Cup in January, which was of course played in Jeddah. Inigo Martinez getting an early touch back across to Cubarsí. Be interesting to see how Madrid go into this game. They've been playing Fede Valverde as a right-back quite a lot recently, but he's back in midfield today. I think they're looking for that extra bit of aggression in the middle of the park. There's Gerard Martin filling in at left-back. Balde injured. Should be back in a couple of weeks. And Lewandowski, well, touch and go, probably won't be fit for first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Inter Milan this week. Madrid looking to press quite high, Rodrigo and Vinicius. Inigo Martinez once again to Gerard. And Inigo gives that one away a little bit cheaply. Here's Asensio pushing forward, and that's cleared. And with Lucas Vázquez pushing it forward, there was a bit of space there for Rafinha, probably a little bit more time than he thought he had. Real Madrid recovered, it's out to Mendy. Once again, it's Ferland Mendy. Madrid have also got a couple of injuries that they picked up on Wednesday in their 1-0 win against Leganés. David Alaba picking up a muscle problem, and unfortunately Eduardo Camavinga tearing ligaments in his groin. That means he'll need an operation and will miss the end of the season and also the Club World Cup. De Jong, Pedri having a fantastic season. Opens that one out to Martin. Ferran Torres pushing it across, and there needed Rudiger to be alert. Actually, it's Tchouameni who actually makes the interception at the end as Rudiger slams it wide. But a first opening there carved out for Barca. Just a second minute, Dani Olmo down at this near side will take the corner. Very quickly, we should talk about what happened yesterday. Real Madrid TV, as they do very regularly, publishing a video basically criticising the Burgos Bengoechea, picking out mistakes he's made. Against them, refused to change, refused to do the pre-game press conference and open training session. There was even talk that they would not play the match, but they issued a communique later on saying that that wasn't the case. foul in the middle of the park. Now, referee tried to give an advantage. Guess. High from behind on Rafinha. Of course, the question is, with all that's been said about him and the pressure put on him, how will the Burgos Bengoechea referee today? Obviously, Real Madrid are going to latch onto any possible mistake he makes against them. So the VAR referee as well, Pablo González Fuertes, who's retiring at the end of the season, basically came out and said, look, it's time the referees actually did something about this as well. There are the Madrid injured players, Camavinga in the middle, Eder Militao on one side and Dani Carvajal on the other. Gets there at the second attempt, Kourbassi. Still only in his teens, now a regular. Beat the offside trap there, Vinicius. No, he doesn't. The offside flag is down on this near side. This is roundly booed by Real Madrid. Let's have a look. He comes back onside. No, he might just be offside. Barca back on the ball in the 6th minute, 0-0 here in the final of the Copa del Rey. Barca looking for their 32nd cup, Real Madrid for their 21st, taking over the mantle of last year's champions, Athletic Club Bilbao. There's Pedri, played over 4,000 minutes of football this season. Pedri, which is great to see after the injury problems he'd suffered after playing both the European Championships and the Olympics in 2021. Had a couple of years when he was really struggling. Here he is on the ball. There he is again, once again, Pedri. Looking for Gerrard. Frenkie de Jong. Back in Happy Town, Frankie. Looked like he was going to be leaving not so long ago. Oh, he was winning the ball back. But he's got fit. He's struggling with a bit of an ankle injury for quite a long time. And especially with Marc Casado out for the season. Showing what a good player he is, the Dutchman. Luka Modric, is he playing his last cup final for Real Madrid? 39 years old, out of contract, of course, at the end of the season. Good pressure there from Vinicius, but it goes across to Koundé, another player of over 4,000 minutes this season. There's Lamine Yamal, even more recognisable now with that blonde hairdo. Makes commentator's job a little bit easier. Wry smile from Dani Olmo as the Burgos Bengoechea gives the free kick Real Madrid's way. Just clips Dani Ceballos' heel. Used to ply his trade, of course, in the city. Ceballos began his career with Betis, and, well, that's not good news for Real Madrid. Mendy's down. I say he's only just come back from injury there. Looks as if he said something to Tchouaméni. So it looks as if Real Madrid are going to be forced into a very early change. It'll be Fran Garcia to come on. It's a shame because he's a good player, Mendy, when he's fit. That's probably why he's playing for Real Madrid. but he's just fragile. Camavinga might well have started at left-back today if he'd been fit. But he isn't, so it's going to be Fran Garcia coming on. Vinicius, you see, making the change now. So just 9 minutes in, and Real Madrid lose their left-back through injury. Let's not forget these two teams play again in the league on the 12th of May. A match that could well decide the La Liga title. Obviously, Barca having a 4-point lead over Real Madrid. Match in Barcelona. Looks like his thigh, doesn't it? Right up there, or his abductor. Sorry, it's a Spanish name for it. His groin muscle. Vamos. It's just there, obviously, when he does it. Clattering into Jules Koundé. First setback for Carlo Ancelotti. He keeps denying rumours that he will be leaving the club at the end of the season, highlighting that he has got a contract until the end of next year, but obviously he's been very strongly linked to the Brazilian national team. And if he is to take that job, then he probably would have to go before the World Club Cup. Once again, another look at that. And it is Fran Garcia coming on. Well, obviously he's going to have the task of stopping Lamine Yamal. Going to get away from Dani Olmo. Obviously another source of controversy this season with whether or not he should be allowed to play due to Barca's financial fair play problems. La Liga insisting that he shouldn't. The court so far allowing him to play, but it's all a wee bit of a legal grey area. Free kick from Madrid as Vinicius goes down. Taken quickly, I'm not sure that's what the Brazilian wanted, but it's reached Jude Bellingham. Up to Vasquez, and here's Rodrigo. Fede Valverde. And good work there by Pedri. At the expense of a throw for Real Madrid. Well, that was Inigo Martinez, who's played and lost 2 cup finals in this ground. Lamine Yamal looking to test Fran Garcia straight away and getting the better of him. Here's Lamine. Oh, nutmeg. And just shows a little bit much, allowing Fran Garcia to recover. Just 17 years old still. It is quite frightening. 14 goals, 18 assists in 3,811 minutes before today. I think it's incredible that a young player has lasted so well with hardly any injury problems. It's whipped in. There's a bit of pushing and shoving in the Madrid area. The referee's played on. It's with De Jong, who spreads that one out wide. It's again Lamine. Touch lets him down for once. He's got Koundé in support, the Frenchman. Been linked with interest from Arsenal for next season. Whether or not Barca would be willing to sell is a bit of an issue. Although obviously their financial constraints mean that if they want to buy somebody, they're going to have to lower their wage bill first. Pedri looks for the 1-2. Madrid getting lots of bodies in the way. And the Burgos Bengoechea gives Madrid the free kick. Little slip there from Gerrard, but he recovers to dispossess Rodrigo. All a little bit untidy. Barcelona playing it back to Pau Cubarsí, who also trips over his own feet nearly. Koundé steps forward, turns back. And there is Cubarsí. Once again, they're leaving space for Gerard Martín on that left-hand side. Rafinha whips it into the area. Fran Garcia clears only as far as Koundé to Dani Olmo, former Leipzig player. And it's just going to be too much on it. Thibaut Courtois comes forward and makes a comfy claim. And there he is, Kylian Mbappé. Nice control there from Bellingham. Vinicius. Costa Rodrigo. It's intercepted, and here come Barca on the break. It's an absolute mugging from Rudiger. The referee's given the advantage. I'm interested to see if he books him after that. And once again, Barca are appealing for a penalty. The referee's playing on. At the moment, obviously, we have got VAR. Bellingham dropping deep, looking to set Vinicius away, and that's going to go all the way for a goal kick. The referee's making a signal here that there's nothing. No. Well, it certainly hits his hand. Whether or not you deem that to be a penalty or not is open to debate. Well, the general rule is if your hand's on the ground to support you when you're sliding in, it probably isn't a penalty. But that is the sort of decision that Real Madrid TV video yesterday hasn't made any easier for the referee. It was Fede Valverde, by the way, who was back to cover. This time he gives the free kick Barca's way. Looks as if Rudiger got away with that cynical challenge, didn't he, in that counter-attack? Well, Barca once again get control of the ball. As you said, they played 2 times this season so far. 4-0 to Barca in the Bernabeu, 5-2 to Barca in Jeddah. A game where they played the last half hour with 10 men. So Inigo Martinez was sent off. Throws out to Lamine. Problems for Fran Garcia once again. This time he cuts in, looks to shoot, and just wide of the post. Was that a shot? Was that a cross? Drilled in low. I think it's a shot he doesn't actually quite get right. Possible hand there, was there, from Koundé? Once again, the referee's playing on as Barcelona fans making most of the noise here. It's pretty evenly spread, I would say, the numbers. But I say the ground isn't quite full. Which, when you think it's supposedly the two biggest teams in Spain, it's a little bit disappointing. Lucas Vázquez, once again in on Rafinha. Left a message for him earlier in the game, right at the start. The first one was actually a lot worse than that. But free kick, says the referee. See those stands, the new sort of newly built, are quite shallow banking. But it's certainly better than a running track. Betis will be playing in this ground next season, by the way, when their Benito Villamarín stadium is being refurbished. At least it'll finally get some proper use. That's a decent delivery, and Courtois saves from Koundé. Got ahead of Asensio there. Just a little bit too centred. Decent save from the Belgian. It's been Dani Olmo to Lamine Yamal. Pedri once again whips that ball in. Nobody quite reads that, and it's comfortable for Courtois. Most of the game played in the Real Madrid half so far. Barca very quickly winning back possession, but just lacking maybe a little bit of sharpness in that last third so far. It's not surprising. Really, teams that have advanced in Europe and played in the Super Cup have hardly had any respite since the start of the year. Here's Gerard Martin again. Rafinha back to the young fullback. It's well recovered, and it's Dani Olmo getting stuck in. And as Rodrigo looks to advance but isn't allowed to, Dani Olmo halts that run unceremoniously. Free kick for Real Madrid. Pedri putting good pressure on there, but that's a decent ball through the middle, and it's out of his ground there, Szczesny, a wee bit, as Bellingham looks to control. Vinicius. And here's Fran Garcia arriving. Great block from Koundé. So Barca asking for a free kick there for that challenge on Tchouaméni on Dani Olmo. Free plays on, and it's Dani Ceballos. First concerted Real Madrid attack in this match. And in the end, runs down a dead end there. And here's Lamine. Gets past one challenge. Oof. And gets hacked badly from behind. Inigo Martinez, I think, asking for the yellow card. And you can see why. Ferran Torres, top scorer, joint top scorer along with Endrick in the Cup this season with 5 goals, the former Manchester City and Valencia player. And every outfield player in the Real Madrid half as we approach the 25th minute of this game. Still 0-0, Barca playing the game in the Madrid half. Having a couple of chances, one saved by Courtois and the other just put wide by Lamine Yamal. Ancelotti gets booked. He never used to really complain much about referees, Ancelotti, but he looks as if he's joined the club recently. Asking for handball. This time it's Asensio. So Barca's got a lot of goals on their way to this cup final. It was 5-4 on aggregate against Atletico Madrid, 4-4 in Montjuic, 1-0 in Madrid. Well done, the Lamine Yamal recovering. This time it's Vinicius who's asking for the free kick. Prior to that, they won 5-0 in Valencia in the quarter-finals and beat Betis 5-1 the round prior to that. In the first round they played, it was the fourth-tier team called Barbastro, and they won 4-0 away from home. Vinicius still thinks he should have had a free kick there. Runner-up, of course, in the Golden Ballon d'Or. And Real Madrid refusing to attend the ceremony when they discovered that he wasn't actually the winner. He's left that short. And here is a chance as Bellingham. Oh, looks to slip that one through to Vinicius. It was Courtois who made the interception. And the ball's gone right forward now to Lamine Yamal. I think he fancies his chances against Fran Garcia. He's pulled that one back. Pedri! Oh, my word! What a goal from Pedri! Absolute screamer. Barcelona take the lead in the Copa del Rey final. Combination between Lamine Yamal and Pedri. Lamine's going to have to assist for that. But I think a massive amount of the credit goes to that young man, Pedri. Brilliant goal from the Canary Islander. So Barca are ahead. All comes through this interception from Cubarsí. Played to Lamine Yamal, there's no offside there. Look how Pedri's not even in sight at the moment, and he slips in here into the right of your screen, and that is a screamer. Well, his breakthrough season was a good one. This one is getting better and better. 1-0 to Barca. Barca. Pedri. Carry on as they have been before. That's another really bad challenge from behind. Gerard Martin just misplaces his pass slightly. Rafinha drills it across, but in the end, comfortable for Thibaut Courtois. Good, that's better from the referee. He allowed the play to finish before brandishing his second yellow of the game. I'm not quite sure it's for. Is it Chomani? Oh, that's a really bad challenge on Dani Olmo. Well, he's still down, receiving a little bit of treatment. Well, the first player to be booked today as Fermin Lopez warms up. They won't want to lose Dani Olmo with the Champions League semi-final just around the corner. If only because there's literally no break in the season. We're going to start with a dead ball. Dani Olmo's gingerly walking back. Doesn't look very happy, does he? Remember, Kylian Mbappe is on the bench for Real Madrid. Oh. Well, Vinicius doesn't exactly time that one correctly. I don't think he made the contact that maybe Kovacic made out. Koundé. Ferran Torres. Chasing that one down once again. Courtois sends it long. Pedri with Inigo Martinez bundles into the back of Bellingham. Free kick for Real Madrid. Referee, they're having it's not that difficult sort of look about him. Here comes to Rodrigo. Once again, doesn't get past Gerard Martin. And Lamine Yamal, Koundé making space on the overlap. And it does go to the Frenchman. Lamine once again hits that accelerator. This time it's recovered by Lucas Vázquez. And Madrid got the chance to make something happen. A little bit narrow. Ceballos looks to come forward. A free kick it is for Real Madrid there. Well, you get a look at the goal scorer, Pedri. Advertises bananas in Spain. You'll be glad to know. Obviously, he's from the Canary Islands, which is a big producer of bananas. Under pressure, Bellingham deep in his own half. He's done well, though. Skips past Pedri and looks to stretch his legs. It's up to Fran Garcia, who's got Vinicius in support. It goes to the Brazilian. Only cleared, half cleared. Is there an offside? The offside flag is up on this near side. I think we might have a little Little VAR check on it though. Let's have a look. Nicely worked. Space in the middle as well for Bellingham. Let's see. If it doesn't really clear it, it's Dani Ceballos, and yeah, it is offside. But they might find a little bit of optimism from that Real Madrid. Especially by that poor marking there. There's a bit of a gap at the middle of the Barca defence. Again, that pass forward doesn't find the forward run of Dani Olmo. Madrid just stepping forward a little bit more. Was looking for Vinicius, but didn't really get anywhere near him as Inigo Martinez intercepts. So if I remember correctly, he committed the penalty which allowed Real Sociedad to win the Cup. The 2020 Cup, which was played in April 2021 because of the pandemic. There's two Barca players down as Gerard Martin looks to advance. It goes down in the area. Referee had a very, very good look at that. And this time Real Madrid get the free kick. And the referee and the Real Madrid players mobbing the Burgos Bengo chair. And the yellow card for Gerard Martin. Well, that's the challenge that Barca were asking for. To be fair, it's late, that challenge from Gerard Martin. Doesn't really get a full contact on him, it doesn't time it particularly well. I wonder if they'll try and target the youngster now, Real Madrid. There's Lucas Vázquez. Vinicius whips that one across. That's not gone out. And Rodrigo keeps it in. And Vázquez plays it back to Fede Valverde. Ceballos. A little concerted Real Madrid attack here with Vinicius looking to turn Lamine Yamal, slipping at the wrong moment, and Lamine looks as if he's going to get away, and that's a decent advantage, but I think the referee says play on. Is he going to book Fran Garcia afterwards? Clearly looked to take out Lamine. There is the Madrid full-back, can't keep it in. With another look at that challenge on Dani Olmo. Just gets a foot on it, does he, Tchouaméni there? Well, let's not forget, has been booked. Yeah, 6 minutes left in the first half. There will be a bit of injury time, obviously, because Real Madrid lost Ferland Mendy. Just looking down, I can see Mbappé warming up. Will he start the second half? Bellingham. Lucas Vázquez. Madrid getting into this a little bit more. Barca's game obviously needs a lot of high energy at pressing. Against Atletico in the semis and the 4-all, they did run out of steam in the last 10 or 15 minutes, allowed Atletico to come back from 4-2 down to 4-all. Peugeot. Gerard Martin. They got the possession, 66 for Barca, 34 for Real Madrid. Barca just keeping the ball. Just trying to pull Madrid out of position. They've kept the shape really well in midfield, Real Madrid. Just look to deny Barca a bit of space. Here's Frankie de Jong, though, to Dani Olmo. Looks to thread that one through to Ferran Torres, but it's cut out by the defence. Some good work there from Lucas Vázquez, and Madrid once again looking to break. Bellingham spreads it out to Vinicius, who's once again just slipping. Might consider changing those boots at half-time. And good pressure from Lamine Yamal, who also tries to G up the fans a wee bit. Well, so the Real Madrid president in the middle there, Florentino Perez, and the Barca president, Joan Laporta. Said Florentino Perez boycotting last night's official dinner. Perez next to president of the Andalusian regional government and the Madrid regional government. Dani Olmo again. Another free kick as he basically runs into a brick wall that is Antonio Rudiger. So there's the king in the middle, next to the president of the Spanish Football Federation. As we say, poor old king was at the Pope's funeral this morning, sat next to Donald Trump. Rafinha lines up to take it. There's Ferran Torres also there. Rafinha takes a deflection, and it's a corner. He's a bit wrong-footed there, Courtois. It's Rudiger who puts the head in there. Just intensifying his warm-up down there, Mbappe. As Dani Olmo prepares to take the corner. I'm not sure we'll see Dani Olmo at the start of the second half. He's coming for a bit of what they say in Spanish is a bit of a stopper in this game. Oh my word, that's gone across the face of goal, missed everybody, and that's blocked. Real Madrid, do they have the chance to break? No, they don't, but Vinicius looks to take it quickly. Dani Olmo's corner. Does it get a little touch there of Ferran Torres? It might evade. Does it avoid everybody? And I think Kubasi's going for that at the far post. Was he being held a little bit there, Pau Kubasi, as well? Only a minute left of normal time in the first half. Barca certainly having the best of the play, but we're just getting into things a little bit more as Vinicius looks to advance. But once again, Koundé doing a very good job, although he can't avoid the corner. It was a bit 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to start off with, that wasn't it? But then it was a little bit more of Ceballos than it was of Kubasi. How are you feeling, Kylian? Yeah, I think I'll be all right in the second half. 5 minutes of injury time. Might seem excessive, but there was quite a long stoppage when Mendy went down. There's another off-the-ball incident there with Ceballos. And Lamine Yamal. I must confess I didn't see that. I wouldn't mind seeing a replay. The thing is, I don't think the referee saw it either. Let's have a look. Nah, well, there's nothing there, is there? Well, hang on, yeah, he does catch him across. I don't think he catches him quite that badly, but he catches him. The referee sees that, you can certainly consider a yellow card. I don't think anything else. As well there, Koulibaly. Vinicius is running through. Still Vinicius shows too much of that, then clatters into Szczesny. Penalty? No, offside. Offside flag is down on this near side. The offside flag's up. I think Vinicius was quite a long way offside when the ball was played through. Well, he's not quite a long way offside, but he is offside. I think if he'd left that to Fran Garcia, however, I'm not sure if that's... I think it's Inigo Martinez who might just catch him, but anyhow, offside rules everything out. I think they're getting a little bit rattled, getting under Barca's skin with some of these challenges, Real Madrid, and the Barcelona players have got to keep their calm. Handball. I think he'd be looking forward to his half-time cup of tea, or might have something a little bit more relaxing, I think, the Burgos Bengoechea. It's been quite a difficult first half for him. I said, put under extra pressure by Real Madrid TV's videos about him. Once again, waving away Barcelona protests, asking for a yellow card. From behind, late. And there you get the offside, a lot closer than you thought originally. But I think the good thing about that semi-automatic VAR is that it does rule out any controversy. Computer says no. Minute left in this first half. Another free kick for Barca. Whipped in, and that is deflected over for a corner. I think they'll want to try and end this half with the ball in their control, Barca. Once again, there's a bit of push me, pull you at the far post. Only half cleared. And just hooked back in there by Rafinha. Quick thinking from Courtois. As Koundé reads it well. Dani Olmo loses out to Lucas Vázquez. And Bellingham goes down. Play on, says the referee. It's another one I think you want to have a look at. Anyhow, I think Lamine Yamal says, let's just keep this ball until the half-time whistle. which the Burgos Bengoechea has booked. Once again, the Real Madrid players go over to mob him. He tries to explain his decisions to Lucas Vázquez. Not an easy afternoon, not an easy evening for the